What's up, guys? So, the other day, I realized something. I was looking at Breath of the Wild, and I was like, man, I need to replay this game. But then I closed it, and I started looking at my backlog, and I started playing something else. And that's when I realized, like, yo, why don't I replay games anymore? Like, it's really weird. It's weird because I remember when I was younger, whether it was Ocarina of Time, whether it was GTA, Street Fighters, Super Mario World. Those were games that I would replay over and over again. And for some reason, I just stopped. I remember a time when all I did was just look at my brother playing Super Mario World back when I was like 6 or 7. And I would see him get frustrated, and I would see him get, immersed in this world. I would see him just try to beat this game to the point that he would, kick me out of the room because for some reason I was just there distracting him. And I understand it now. But back then it was frustrating because I wanted to see him, beat this game. And even though he did, afterwards, I would play it. I would play it and go through the same process because, I just wanted to see why it was difficult, or, why was this so hard to beat. And, even though I saw him beat it and I saw the end results, I just wanted to be in that world again. You fast forward to today, and I started noticing something like, I don't do that anymore. Every time I think about replaying a game, I just don't. And I don't get it. I don't know why. I wanted to play Breath of the Wild. I ended up doing Cyberpunk. I wanted to do Tears of the Kingdom again. I ended up, playing Bayonetta 2, which I haven't done in years. I had it for the Wii U, but for some reason, I just, stopped. It was around that time that I kind of fell off gaming for a long time. So I just never played it. And for me, that was a new game. So I ended up deciding playing that instead, which sounds crazy, right? Because it's like, I always stop everything for Zelda or Resident Evil. But for some reason, it was like, let me beat this game first because I haven't played it. But honestly, that actually gets me excited, because it's not that those old games are bad or like that these new games are new. And not that Bayonetta 2 is new, but that's when I realized it's a new experience for me. That's when I started thinking like, it's not about old or new. It's new to me. I realized, when I was a kid, I couldn't afford all these games that I have now. I had to deal with the games that I had or that my brother had, back then, which, 2 or 3 games a year? And renting them probably. I vaguely remember, I don't even think Street Fighters were my brothers. I think, my cousins would bring it over and we would play it. Super Mario World, that was my brothers. I mean, they all came in packed in. You get a SNES, it came in the package right there. It's a whole package. So that was definitely my brothers. But all the other games, I was 6, I'm 36 now. We're talking about 30 years ago, which sounds crazy to me. But you know what I'm saying? It's like it's so long ago. I don't recall having all these games. You were lucky if you got 3 games in 1 year. So there was no other option. Bad or good, you had to deal with replaying these games constantly. Today, my favorite games are the ones that I've never really played. Honestly, it sounds crazy, but it's true. I got games that I've never opened up. I got games that people have mentioned that I've, purchased, and it's still there and I've never played. And, I got Splinter Cell. I got Red Dead Redemption on Steam, both of them. I've never played, but guess what? I'm still excited to play them. They're new to me. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I really don't. You know, I will always love Super Mario World for all the memories that it gave me. Until today, I will still, you know, once in a while, get on it. Like a few minutes. Boom, I'll put it for my daughter so she can see it. Because I kind of want her to experience that feeling that I had, which would be very difficult. Times are not the same as how it was before. So I know maybe it's a lost cause, but I try. Trust me, I do. And it doesn't mean I don't enjoy Ocarina of Time. You know, it's a game that I might not boot up, you know, often, but I'll still check out videos. It's still something that is deep and ingrained in my memories. You know, I played that game when and every time I think about that game, and even outside of that, there are certain, you know, songs that my brother would put while playing that game that it has nothing to do with video games, and it will bring me back to Zelda. Just because of that, you know, it's the nostalgia. If anything, I appreciate those games a lot more now because, you know, they gave me those memories that I'll probably will never forget till the day I die. Until the day I die, I would probably be there on my deathbed and just think of all the fun that I had with those games. But today, you know, I think I'm more excited about discovering something new rather than, you know, reliving something from the past. So I don't think I just stopped replaying games because, you know, they got boring or, you know, they don't hold up now. I don't think I got older. And by that I mean, I don't think it's because I got older. I just think I changed as a gamer. Maybe one day I'll go back to, you know, Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom or GTA 3 or San Andreas or Ocarina of Time or, you know, Super Mario World. But right now there's just too many games that, you know, I want to experience. But I don't know. It's like I said, am I tripping? Am I? You guys let me know in the comments. And again, once again, thank you for your time. This is Navon Wise. Peace.